Okay. Guys, UFC 328 just happened last week. We went 10-3 on the card, so, that's a pretty good prediction night for me. One of my better prediction nights, obviously. We got the main event right, which, my main event picks have not been good. But we got Allen versus Costa this week. We're going to draw predictions. And we're going to see how we do on this card. I'm not expecting to do great on this card because there's, some fights on here. And I'm just like, what the piss am I going to pick? You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to talk about some of these fights quick. We're going to do prediction for all of them, but I'm not expecting to get them all right. But yeah, let's get into it. The first fight of the night is going to be Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Calari. And I'm going to make my pick right now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him know. I don't even know what the rest of the thing is, but you are not it. Okay, we're picking Shauna Bannon. No, I'm trolling. I am actually going to pick Shauna Bannon, though. Because Shauna Bannon, coincidentally, it landed on Nicole Calari just by chance. But I'm going to go with Shauna Bannon as the underdog, which is kind of crazy. Why the piss? Bro, it don't matter who's the underdog. It's okay. Anyways, I'm picking Shauna Bannon. She actually has wins in the UFC. I think she's 0-2 in the UFC. Obviously, one loss to Carly Judice, so that's not a bad loss. But 0-2 in the UFC. Shauna Bannon has wins. Next up. Oh, my days. Okay. Okay, Daniel Barres versus Luis Gurel. Luis Gurel sucks. He's 0-3 or 0-4 in the UFC. How the piss is Daniel Barres a pick-em with him? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Daniel Barres. I think he has 1 or 2 wins in the UFC and 2 losses or something. So, not a great thing or whatever, but we're just going to go with him to win because I know Luis Gurel is not that good. And so we're going to go with him. But again, I'm going to get some of these wrong because I don't know what the piss to pick. Alice Ardelina versus Pauline Vienna. I'm going to go with Alice Ardelina. I don't know, man. Poliana is what? Isn't she on a 3 or 4 fight lose streak? She's not great. I'm pretty sure she sucks on the ground. If you take her to the ground, it's kind of GG's from there. So I'm going to go with Alice Ardelina off that one. Again, I could get this wrong. Don't know what the piss is happening. Okay, Cody Brundage versus Andre Petroski, man. Genuinely, I'd pick him. Not, though. Cody Brundage is the underdog, and I'm picking Cody Brundage, bro. I'm picking Cody Brundage. They kind of both suck. So if you pick Petroski, I won't hold it against you, but I think Petroski is a little worse. I think Petroski's a little worse, so that's why I'm going to pick Brundage. But if you pick Petroski, I'm not holding it against you. He is somehow the favorite. I would put this as pick'em odds, I feel like. But I'm going to go Cody Brundage as the underdog, man. A slight underdog. Not crazy, right? But, yeah, that's that. Ketlin Vieira versus Jacqueline Calavente. I think she just beat Maru Benasilva, who has lost once again last week. Or a week before. No, a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago in Australia, I'm pretty sure. So, not a great last win. Ketlin Vieira, she is pretty good, man. I think she beat Norma Dumont. That was her last fight. I'm pretty sure. I thought she beat Norma Dumont. She beat Chazon. Obviously, she did well in the Kayla Harrison fight, to be honest. For being Kayla Harrison, she did well in that fight. I think Ketlin Vieira is pretty decent. I'm going to go with Ketlin Vieira as the underdog. She's the underdog. I'm going to go Ketlin Vieira as the underdog here as well to beat Jacqueline Calicente. I don't know who she's honestly beat. I just know she beat Mauro Benasilva, which is not a good win. She beat this girl. I think she retired. She beat Cornola, who sucks. Beat the little gremlin, who sucks. Okay, honestly, not bad, Little 5, 6, 3, 5. I can count. 5. Little 5-fight win streak. Not bad. But I'm still going to go with Ketlin Vieira. She's a top-ranked women's bantamweight, and I think she is pretty decent, So I'm going to go with Ketlin Vieira. I do think she beat Norma Dumont, but yeah, we're going to go Ketlin Vieira. Trey Ogden versus Thomas Gant. Generally no idea who either of these guys are. And based off Thomas Gant having a Dana White Contender Series photo, black and white, right? I'm going to go with him because I feel like... Oh, 18-7. What the piss. Okay, that's not horrible, but I'm going to go with Grant. I feel like he's getting, the debut layup. So I'm going to go with Thomas Gant to win this fight over Trey Ogden. Yeah. Tuco Tokos versus Ivan Erslan. Dude, I'm genuinely surprised Tuco Tokos is the underdog, man. Let me just quickly break this down. Ivan Erslan, I think he's like, what's his age, bro? What's his birthday? Does it say here? No, it doesn't. This guy's like, I think he's like 36 or 37. I'm pretty sure he's old. But he's 0-3 in the UFC. Lost to Kutalaba, lost to Navajo Sterling, and lost to that funky sub by Jimmy Crute. I don't think he's that good. Tuco Tokos, lost to Umar Sy, which isn't a bad win. Umar Sy's now lost twice. He was undefeated at the time, though, so not a bad win. Lost to Navajo Sterling. Navajo is a good prospect, so fair enough. Which Ivan Erslan lost to him too, right? And then he beat Junior Taffa, where Junior Taffa did just get a nice big KO win. But he subbed him, so, I'm going to go with Tuco Tokos as the underdog to win this fight. He has a win in the UFC. I know he trains with Brendan Allen and Bilal Muhammad, so he's got good training partners. I just don't know much about Ivan Erslan, and I know he's 0-3 in the UFC. So, yeah, man. I'm going to go with Tuco Tokos to win this fight, man. And Jeremiah Wells versus Nicholas Dalby. I heard this fight's canceled. Nicholas Dalby's out of the fight. I was going to pick Nicholas Dalby to win this fight. I don't know who's possibly replacing Jeremiah Wells, or replacing him to fight Jeremiah Wells. Oh, yikes, dude. Oof. I know he beat Thumba in his last fight. Lost to Max Griffin. Lost to Carlston Harris. He beat Court McGee. I'm just trying to decide if I want to pick Jeremiah Wells to win regardless of who he fights. I don't know who a replacement is. So I'm not going to have a prediction for this fight, honestly. I will have a prediction on my Twitter. I will post my just like the photo with the circles of who I picked on my Twitter when this fight gets an opponent change, or if he doesn't get an opponent. But yeah, I'll update it there, man. But I can't really give a prediction here. Otherwise, if this is still on, which I don't think it is, I'm going to go with Nicholas Dalby otherwise. But I'm not sure if it's still on. Main card, Timmy Kuamba versus Bernardo Sopaj. I'll go with Bernardo Sopaj, man. He's good. He looked good against Ricky Turcio. And he took short notice against Vinicius Oliveira, where he got knocked out, obviously. But I like Sopaj, so I'm going to go with Sopaj to win this fight. Modestas Bukauskas versus Rodolfo Vieira. These guys are literally the same person. Look at their face. What the hell? This guy's just a little bit bigger in the face. What the piss? They genuinely look the same. This one's tough, man. I would genuinely just pick Modestas Bukauskas. But the fact he got, dropped by Krylov and finished is not a good look. And Bellato did just beat some Contender Series guy where he was an underdog. Dropped him and finished him on the ground. So he only has 3 losses, to be fair. He did do all right against Navajo Sterling. But Modestas Bukauskas obviously beat Paul Craig. Obviously beat who was the one before that? Saketa. And he beat Ion Kutalaba. I'm going to go with Modestas Bukauskas, but I'm not really happy with the pick. The fact that he did lose to Krylov by finish in the 3rd round. But I do think he's still pretty good. I feel like he was very gun-shy in that fight. I think if he lets his hands go, he can win this fight. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Modestas Bukauskas to win this one. Featured fight, Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. Now, this one's tough, man. This one is tough. I love Malcolm Wellmaker, and I know he lost to Ethan Ewing, and it hurt my heart at the time. But, well, Wellmaker's still really good, man. And Juan Diaz, this guy was on the Contender Series as an underdog. I don't know why, but I put like $30 on Juan Diaz as the underdog to win. And he did that spinning elbow where he knocked that guy out cold. It sounded like a baseball bat to the dome. And so I really do like Juan Diaz. And I really do like Malcolm Wellmaker. So this is gonna be a banger fight. But my prediction, it's gonna be Malcolm Wellmaker, man. I gonna go Malcolm Wellmaker by decision, low key. You know, he the Ethan Ewing fight, short. Obviously, Ethan Ewing took it on short notice, but it was a bit of a different fight for Wellmaker than he probably maybe anticipated against his other original opponent. So I think with him having an opponent set that he can train specifically for, and obviously shown that he doesn't have great ground game that Ethan Ewing exposed, I think he probably hopefully worked on that. That it would be better in this fight if it gets to there. So I'm going to go Malcolm Wellmaker to win this fight. I'm still a fan of Juan Diaz. And I wouldn't be angry if he did win. But I really do like Malcolm Wellmaker. And I really do want him to win this fight and get back in the win column. So I'm going to go Malcolm Wellmaker in this fight. Co-main event, Doo Ho Choi versus Daniel Santos. This is low-key a really good fight, man. Doo Ho Choi is entertaining. Daniel Santos is really, really good. I'm going to go with Daniel Santos to win this fight, man. I think he is, very good and very good. I was kind of, I don't know. I was kind of surprised with his last performance. He knocked out Jusu Young or something, or Jusu Yang or something. He beat him, and I thought that was pretty impressive the way he knocked him out, TKO-ish kind of. And Doo Ho Choi is very entertaining, very game. But I think Santos will be able to, I think he might outdo him on the ground and submit him. I think we might do a Daniel Santos submission win from him here. So that's my prediction there. And the main event, Arnold Allen versus Melquizael Costa. This is going to be entertaining main event, man. I'm very excited for this. I like Arnold Allen, man. I really did want him to beat Gene Silva. And he did do very well in that fight, to be fair. And I obviously am a little biased because I did see Melquizael Costa fight in Seattle last year in 2025. He beat Andre Fili. And since he beat Andre Fili, then he fought Rodriguez, like C-Rod, and beat him. Beat Julian Erosa. The nasty head kick against Morgan Charriere. And then the spinning back kick on Danny Ige to knock him out. The first man to ever knock him out. Dude. This guy was after I saw him in Seattle, I was like following him heavy and backing him heavy. And he continued to show out. Obviously, I think the C-Rod one's the only like whatever kind of fight. Because the Julian Erosa fight, banger fight of the night. Nasty finish on Morgan Charriere. Nasty finish on Danny Ige. I'm going to go with Melquizael Costa as the underdog to win this fight. I do think it is still a tough fight. Arnold Allen's a bit of a blockhead, and, Danny Ige's never been finished, so Arnold Allen, he's a bit of a blockhead. He's going to be able to eat some shots, but I think Melquizael Costa is going to, be peppering him up, man. And so I'm going to go with Melquizael Costa to win. Maybe by a late round TKO. I don't know if Costa's going to make it to all 5 rounds and win a decision that way, I'm just saying. So I'm going with Melquizael Costa by a late round TKO. I love Arnold Allen. After this fight, I wish the best for him in his next fights to win. But it's Melquizael Costa, man. He's surging. He's on a run. He has amazing finishes, great finishes against guys you wouldn't expect. And so I'm going to go with Melquizael Costa to win this one, man. And that's that. So, there's a lot of these fights on this prelims that I'm like, if I get wrong, I get them wrong. If I somehow ace this card perfectly, I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll like send money to one of the subs in here. Okay, maybe I'll send like $50 to a sub if I ace this card or something. You know what I'm saying? But overall, we're gonna go with Shauna Bannon, Daniel Barres, Alice Ardelena, Cody Brundage, Ketlin Vieira, Thomas Gant, Tuco Tokos, uh, Voided, Brendo Sapaj, Modestas Pakauskas, Malcolm Wellmaker, Daniel Santos, and Melquiz Costa win, man. That are the picks for the fight night. Allen versus Costa. And, yeah, man. We'll go from there, see how this week goes. We got a break in between. I know it's also the MVP card this week. I don't think I'm gonna drop a prediction video because I don't know a lot of the fighters. Obviously, I just know like the top 3 and like Chris Avila and Adriano Morales, those kind of guys. But I don't know a lot of the whole card, man. So I'm probably not gonna drop anything on that. But it's still a sick card. We'll probably watch the main fights, obviously there, but also we're gonna be watching these bad boy fights in the Meta Apex. My personal favorite, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we'll go from there. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.